Okay, hello. We are back. Funnily enough, I saw some of you 10 hours ago. 12 hours ago. I can't even time math anymore. It has been a wonderful, wonderful 24 hours. But we are back for our regular Tuesday streams. Oh my goodness. So we will be carrying on with the image that we started and did not progress as far as I thought we would yesterday, but that's okay. There's my earbud falling out. So today is just our regular chill colouring stream, just to hang out. You will see that the donation information will still be up, just because the donation platform will be valid for a couple more days until I can get their ad revenue total from Twitch and make that final donation. So the mental health charity platform is still available. You can still do exclamation donate. You can still donate to the cause, but there are no more giveaways. There are no more prizes. It's just open for a couple more days until we get that final ad revenue for me to donate. So yeah, you will see it up, but no pressure. This is just chill colouring today. Right, that should hopefully have sorted itself out. I haven't even cleaned up my desk properly. It's been a very chill morning here, and it was lovely. It was needed after yesterday. The camera has gone right out of whack. There we go. But I hope everyone is doing well. Oh, I have not taken my pain meds. I think I've mostly recovered from yesterday. Like, the throat's still a little sore, but we're doing okay. But yes, let us carry on with this page. So we did get quite a bit done. Like, not as much as I thought I would get done, but also that always happens. I always overestimate how much I can get done and how little I actually will do. So we are going to begin with the water today. So I forgot to put my phone on silent. So if anyone's here for the first time after yesterday's stream, you will note there will be quite a bit of a difference today. It is a very chill vibes that we normally have. Yesterday's chaos was just that chaos. We love it. But also, yesterday's. Smolt, hello. Hello. How are you, hun? It's lovely to see you again. Let's work out some blues. So I wonder if I do pull in that same dark blue that we used in the sky, that indigo blue, which I just put away, but we'll get back out, and we'll use it on the darks, but then try to, do we go royal blue, do we go more green blue? So I want to create a bit of difference between the sky, and we've got a lot of the blues with the purples in the sky, so I think it's actually better to go more of the royal blues, which means we could do ultramarine and then cobalt hue. No, that's China blue, so you must be cobalt blue hue. There you are. Doing good. How are you after yesterday? I'm doing alright. I ended up after stream spending a number of hours contacting certain people with prizes and stuff, getting a bunch of that sorted, and just having some chill wind down time. Like, I was honestly spinning so much afterwards that I wasn't ready to just like jump into bed or anything. I made myself some miso broth to help with the throat, and just kind of potted around for a couple hours, and then when that was all done I just toddled off to bed, and it took quite a while to fall asleep, not gonna lie. The brain was definitely spinning for quite a while there. It took quite a while to fall into that rest state, but once we got there, slept like a log. And yeah, ended up waking up at about 6 a.m. I was a little worried today that it would be like no voice, especially when I woke up. It felt like I had no voice, but we're doing all right. Again, I just made myself lots of like hot coffee for breakfast. I did have proper breakfast as well, but we started with a lot of coffee, a lot of hydration, a lot of stuff just to sort of soothe the throat, because it was a lot of talking and yelling and all sorts of stuff yesterday. So yeah, but in terms of pain level, like I'm putting on the compression gloves, but this is more just a preemptive thing because I'm aware that I've done a lot with the hands these last couple of days. But pain levels, we're feeling really good. Managed to do all the sort of right stuff yesterday, so yeah, today's a good day despite everything, despite the effort of a 12-hour stream. Yeah, I'm excited to see when Twitch notifies me how much ad revenue was actually earned yesterday, so I can get like a final donation total, which it is sad to destroy that number. That number is wonderful. I do love 112233, but I did promise the ad revenue, so the number is going to get destroyed. But yeah, still absolutely mind blown after yesterday. Absolutely mind blown. But how are you doing, hun? My god. Oh my god. So I just posted, you know, my usual, I'm going live on Twitch, on Instagram, right? Nothing too spectacular. It's a normal post I do every time I go live. NFTs. Spam. Spam. Well, spam, spam, spam. I hate it. I hate it. It was so beautiful to see. Like, I said it a couple times when I was setting up the stream. Like, I honestly did not think we'd raise more than $100. And seeing how that community came together, like, it's made me realize that, like, I'm aware as a streamer there's a lot of power in being a streamer. Like, there's a lot of power in this platform. Even with small community streamers, you can create quite a platform. You have a voice. But as somebody who considers themselves small and also not the best at words and stuff, I use my platform to usually push other people, because there's people out there who can say things, describe things, and are better examples of what I want to promote, which is why I promote Violicious, for example. She is very much the type of streamer that I would like to be, and the impact that she has on the community is wonderful to see. But yesterday made me realize that I am also my own platform, and when it's a cause that I am passionate about, mental health, and can stand on and talk about as well, like I might not be the most wordsmithy or able to describe things the best, but I can still share my story, and there's power in that. And when I put that power into action, we can do amazing things as a community. So I'm still shooketh I'm still shook up at everything that happened yesterday. Like, absolutely mind blown, absolutely amazed at everything that happened. And yeah, if when I do another charity stream, which will not be for a little bit, but when I do another charity stream, I've learned a lot about yesterday. We will be a lot more prepared, and I will also have better expectations of what could happen on a stream. I'm not expecting that sort of response every time, but I'm aware now that these are things that I can do. But yeah, it will be quite a while before we do another charity stream because I need some recovery time. But yeah, it just worked out really well for me in terms of how that stream came together, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope everyone enjoyed it as well. Also, hi Mum! Fancy seeing you again. Definitely today will be a lot more chiller, a lot calmer. We're just going back to our regular colouring. It's just our regular stream day. It's Tuesday at 10 AM New Zealand time, so we are colouring. Although, yes, I realised at the end of stream, when I was trying to catch up on Discord messages about the time zone change for the Amerigrains. So, yeah, and a lot of the the USA and Canada and all that have had time zone changes this weekend, so not sure how it works with time zones. Having a coffee and scones, I thought, watch while I eat. Well, that's perfect. I'm glad. Enjoy your coffee and scone. The scone sounds absolutely lovely. I've had like multiple cups of coffee already today, so probably don't need more coffee. I say that knowing I've also got an energy drink. So I brought a box of energy drinks so that I would have them for the stream yesterday, but I forgot about the fact that Monday was a public holiday and there was going to be no mail deliveries, so they arrived today. I've only had 2, but I did have them in my massive 3-cup coffee cups, so technically 6 cups. I needed a lot of warm liquid this morning when I woke up though for my throat, so it's okay. I just realised I picked out the wrong colours. I was saying that I wasn't going to do a royal blue water. I was going to do a green tone water so it was different to the sky, which has got those warm, those cooler blue tones. And then I picked out the royal blue tones. Or maybe I was going to do the royal blue tones because the dragon is green. Well, we've already picked out the royal blue tones and started in those, so we're working in these now. It'll be fine. It's still different tones to the sky. Anyway, it's not quite the same tones. It's not the violet blues, it's more just the royal blues. Save some of them for which, like, oh, there's 12 of them. There'll be plenty. There'll be plenty for this week because it is a week where there is a lot on this week, so despite it being a public holiday yesterday. I've got 2 meetings today, so we will have to end stream around probably 2 o'clock because I want time to have some food and relax before my first meeting for a charity stream, and then I've got a meeting tonight for another charity stream, the Yes And one that I am involved in every year. So and the other one is just one that I'm helping with a little bit that's popped up for cyclone relief. So yeah, but both of them, the meetings are scheduled that we're actually talking about the Tiltify platform that I used for the donations and stuff, and just my experience using it and how we can implement them in future, which definitely, if you are considering a charity stream and your charity is on Tiltify, frickin' use Tiltify as a streamer. So easy. So impressed. yeah, I'm feeling alright. Again, the charity stream was timed specifically with my medication cycle and a lot of different factors, so I would feel okay. Like, there's a lot on this week, but it's not me physically mobilizing to stuff. It's a lot of me being at home, but also just meetings or relaxing or colouring. Like, it's me in my own space. It's not hugely draining things. Like, there's a little bit of talking, so I will have to keep hydrating a lot, which is fine. I'm being conscious of that in my throat, but other than that, we're good. And again, like, because of the injection cycle, like right now it's day 3 in the 10-day cycle, we're doing good, you know. And I'm being kind to myself, where normally the day 2 is my house cleaning day, for example. So this 10-day cycle, we're not doing any big housework projects. I did some washing, I did some dishes, that's it. We're not like vacuuming or doing any, I've got like things that I was going to sort out. We ain't doing that this 10-day cycle because of the charity stream. That's where I chose to put my spoons this cycle. So I love this saying, the spoon saying. It's just so good for like explaining stuff. Yeah, so roughly about 4 hours. 10 till 2 is kind of what I aim for on a Tuesday. That being said, like the previous week, because I was sick, I think I only did a couple of hours. I still streamed, I just didn't do a big stream. But we did do a little bit of hanging out and chilling and colouring and stuff. Because one of my goals this year was to try and stream consistently. And I do want to try and get a second day to stream. It's just trying to find a day I can stream consistently on, but I am managing to keep up this Tuesdays at 10 a.m. There has been 2 so far that we have missed. One, I was travelling, so that was inevitable, being in Wellington. I mean, not travelling, I was on holiday. And then one, I had COVID, which I think I can be forgiven for not streaming with COVID, because we felt like shite. So, you know. But yeah, so far we've only missed 2 for the year, so I'm still considering it consistent streaming. And yeah, like, it's really cool to see. I'm really excited to see how much ad revenue was generated yesterday as well, to add to that final total. Like I said, it takes a couple of days for Twitch to work out and calculate your ad revenue, so that's why the donation thing is still there down the bottom, because technically I will leave the campaign open for a couple of days until we get that ad revenue number, and I can add that in. But yeah, still so absolutely mind-blowing. I did get a notification this morning that I have met the threshold for a payout, so I had a feeling that would happen regardless, but we'll wait, they're still calculating the total, and yeah. Which is wonderful as well, because it means that I get the next, that's the payout from like subs, bit donations, and ad revenue that wasn't earned for the charity stream. And then Twitch takes like a tax withdrawal for paying the taxes and stuff like that that you technically earn and all that sort of stuff. So that's fine. But it means that I will get a little bit of a payout, and I can put it towards the next stream upgrade, which is probably going to be lights, because I have so many issues with lighting, and lights needs to be something I upgrade. I did find a like horizontal bar light that I think I can mount just behind my camera, so it will provide direct light directly onto the image coming from above, because right now I've got lights behind me and lights either side, but it's very odd. And yeah, this light would be directly above, really bright, but it also has multiple levels, so you can change the intensity and the brightness of the light. So depending what I'm working on, I can increase it or decrease it to reflect like the shininess of what I'm working with. It also has like 10 levels of daylight white, 10 levels of like yellow, and then 10 levels of neutral. Like, it's got 3 different tones as well, so it's got 30 different settings basically in this light. So I think that would be quite a good stream upgrade. It was either going to be headphones or lights, and while headphones would help me, they offer nothing to stream. So I think lights would be the better implementation. Because yeah, anything that is earned from stream, I like to put back into stream because it's earned from the stream. So it seems fair. Yeah. Whoops. I need to hear that out. I find I definitely find having a lot of daylight light around helps. Your lighting situation in the lounge is absolutely terrible, and I do notice it when I colour up at yours. Like, the lights are horrible. Even though you've got some daylight bulbs in there, you have not got enough brightness in your lounge, especially for what you're trying to do at night, Mum. So, but if I get this lamp, I will have a couple of like these sort of lamps, and these have daylight bulbs, and they're quite good for bright directional light if you want a direct light, and I can give those to you if you want them. They're just your usual plug into the wall, flick a switch on them, turn on lamps. But what I think would be good for you is you can actually get a lamp that stands on the floor and is quite wide and has a lot of daylight light, and it's designed for crafters. And you can even get ones that also have a magnifying glass on there. So like you have this lamp that's about your height with a magnifying glass, and you can work under the magnifying glass and it blows up what you're working so you can see it clearer too. I feel like we looked at them a while ago, but I saw one recently in a YouTube video, and I was like, actually that's what we need to get for you, because you get bright light and magnifying. Remind me after stream. Always send me a message now and I'll check it after stream when I look at my phone. Because you know what my memory's like. And I will find the product link for you and show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, please just remind me, because my memory's not great at the best of times. So we're just doing the exact same thing that I've done with every other section. I tend to start with the dark tones and putting in the shadows first. And then we'll add in a mid-tone and a light tone. And I'm not worrying too much about the surface tops of the water, because, again, I am going to do the same thing I did with the Kraken. That's not the Kraken, this is a Kraken. Where I use acrylic paint and come back over for the white tops and go real messy and splotchy to create that sort of sea foam effect. And I will probably also put glitter on top as well, because we love our glitter. So you have to go do adult stuff today. That is quite alright. I understand. Adult stuff must be done at some point or other. I will probably do my adult stuff Thursday. We will see. We will see how much adulting I feel like handling this week. But it is wonderful to see you again, and again thank you for popping into stream. It's really cool to have actual family pop into stream, you know. Like, I know after stream yesterday I was talking with both Auckland auntie and Kiwi mum Tammy, who are my literal mum and aunt, who were hanging out in stream because my family's cool like that. And I know for a lot of streamers, like, they don't have their family supporting them coming into stream or talking about streams or understanding streams. So it's really cool to have the both of you come in and just hang out and support and all that sort of stuff. And again, also helped with the ad revenue for mental health. So really appreciate it. And I need to figure out a way to turn clips into GIFs. I have downloaded a couple of clips that were made from the stream yesterday. The one where I break apart. It's so perfect. It's so good. Yeah, it's the wonderful thing about the Twitch platform is it is very easy for anyone to actually join in, watch, and just hang around and, you know. But also, I mean, my whole stream, like, my community name is the G Squad, the Granny Squad. The whole vibe here is oldies. You are absolutely fine. I wear my crochet blanket, we drink cup of teas, and we talk about back pain. We are... Oddies is also appropriate for the community. We are odd oldies. Also, Samsara, hello, love. You can help me gift the clip? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have the clip downloaded, so I just need to try and work out how to do it. And that's just not something I've ever done before. But if you know how to do it, it's going to make it much easier. How are you going? I hope today is, you know, going good for you. Yesterday was a good day. Also, I hope something arrives in your letterbox today. Also, I realized because I sent it as letter mail, I sent it to the house address, not your work address. So just be aware, if it arrives, it'll be at your home address. But let's hope it arrives today. So, because I was like, this is letter mail. This goes to the house, not this is technically big enough to be a parcel, even though it's going letter mail. It should go to work. Today is a sad day, but I'll be okay. Oh no. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Now, Samsara must be happy at all costs because she's our Samsara and we adore her. Yeah, it should fit in the mailbox. I just hope they don't bend it. I did write very clearly on the front, please do not bend. But we'll see. We will see. I have to pop down and see Wendy at some point and see if the colouring book in the window has helped at all. That being said, they have been closed Sunday and Monday because they're closed Sundays and Monday is public holiday. But hopefully my colouring of the dinosaur being in the shop window has sold a couple more issues of the dinosaur magazine because they have a few more copies of that yet to sell. So I hope so. The next one, I think, the next Colouring Heaven is like the Christmas specials, so it's a bit of an odd one, and I don't know how it's going to go, but yeah, if there's an image in it and they get a lot of coffees, I might offer it again. We'll see how we go with time. It's not Colouring Heaven week anyway, it's next week is Colouring Heaven. Colouring Heaven lines up with my Strixhaven campaign. Oh, and Sparkly just said it's not all bad sad. Okay. Okay. As long as it's not the bad sads. If it's like the I miss you sads, that's okay. Because I miss you too. But hopefully, I can make you feel a bit better just being here today. We're definitely going for the more chill vibes today. It's what I need today, is just the good old chill space. Just do some colouring, some hangs. We're not, yes, we're not in stream, we're doing better at that. And Sat, I miss you too. I don't belong here. I mean, you belong here, but I get the I don't belong here physical. Yeah. Yeah, that I feel lost in what's meant to be my home. Trying to find home vibes. It's hard when home is a person as opposed to a place and that person is not there to be with. I miss you. And I can't freaking come over and visit because of freaking water restrictions and freaking eat frick. I do want to head back over to Gisborne again. I want to go see Atlas Comics. I want to go look at all the fun comics. All right. I'm going to have to get another indigo blue. Like, this was a brand new pencil yesterday. Ooh. Stupid payday. I have to wait until next payday because next week is actual payday. This week is just government support payday, which is basically rent and need some groceries if I can scrape after rent. Mostly it's just rent. And then next week you get the actual work pay as well, which is nice. So once a fortnight I get the good pay. But a lot of that is just going on bills because it's the start of the month is always the bill heavy, and then the second one of the month is the one with a bit more flexibility. So, but that's okay. It's ironic. It's like money in, money out, money in, money out. But yeah, I think most of this pay this month is already assigned as well. I realised last night that I also need to pay the doctor because I need the doctors to fill out some forms for me and I owe them some money. So I should probably pay the doctor before I request them to start filling out some forms. And then I've also got to put forward my application to extend my mobility parking card as well, which that card costs $30 or so. I think I have to check that out. It's either 30 or 65. I'm hoping it's 30. But at least I have paid for graduation, so that's good as well. I have paid for my fancy graduation gown. So excited to graduate and wear a fancy gown and stuff. They emailed me to just double check, you know, what I needed in terms of that, and I was like, look, I can mobilize with crutches across the stage. I may need someone to carry my cap across for me because I might not be able to mobilize with the crutches and carry a cap and hold the diploma. But a diploma, the degree. It's a degree. It's not a diploma. It's an actual degree. But yeah, they're going to help me with that. And then the other thing I said, because I've been to the Auckland graduation ceremony place, I was like, the other thing is just make sure you have someone at the end of the stairs because they are some steep steps. But also they do that anyway because they're aware that the steps are like a big freaking drop. So there is somebody there just to help people, especially people who wear ridiculously high heels to graduation, get down these stairs safely. So they have a hand holder on each end of the stage, just in case. Yes. You just need to be your beautiful self anyway, so we can take photos of us looking all fancy and pretty. which is just you every day. Anyway. A maid's outfit, but like with one of those bright fluoro vests that like assistance animals wear or something. Oh gosh. PB! Oh my god, it's the elusive pencil butter! PB, how are you? How are you after your con? I hope you're feeling okay. I hope your con went amazing. I adore you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for yesterday. And everything you did. You did. We did too. Look at the bottom of the screen. Look at the total. Remember when I messaged you and said, oh, I might be giving away 2 colouring pages? It's like, oh, it won't be more than a couple of hundred that we raise, and that's like a stretch. Look at what we freaking did. Yes. And thank you again so freaking much for everything. Your pages were a hit. I hope you got some sales as well. I raised more for charity than you made this weekend. Aww. I mean, I'm half glad because yay for charity, but also because I also want you to make a lot as well. So, yeah. Emotional support, trans girl. Yeah. You're a lot more than that, Samsara, but yes, you definitely are my emotional support. Oh, and immediately break the tip. Oh, my ears have not quite recovered with these headphones yet. We're just going to keep them off for a while. If the music gets like crazy loud, please let me know. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay, pencil butter. Yeah, again, such a good... Oh! Also, it's the original. I am so jealous that you got to meet Pluto and Myth and see Pengy again in person. Like, but also, I'm so happy you got the surprise sticker. I was holding on to this for so long, just being like, you know, I can't wait. When Pengy messaged me and sent me the lines, I was like, oh, hell yes. And now what I've got is I've got this little illustration. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn it into a little bookmark to use in my Witchlight campaign book. So Lorna is going to be my bookmark. No, not the internet's pooping out. We need your internet sorted. We need your internet sorted so you can stream again. Because also, I have a bunch of colorists from the colouring community that want to see you stream because I've been talking about the different things I've been learning from you, like how to use washi tape and how to do marker stuff. And they're all like, we need to see this artist. So when you stream again, I'm going to be like, hey, she's live, get over there. I hope it sorts out. We need your internet fixed so you can stream again too. Pengy hugs have got to be the best. Pengy energy is the best. So Pengy hugs have just got to be Pengy energy multiplied. Amy's going to have all the Lornas like... Possible. I did print out a second copy just in case I screwed it up. So I also have an uncoloured version, so I could colour like Rage Lorna or just another Lorna. No. I need my PB streams. But at least you're at a point with the house where you can start creating again. Even if you can't do the streaming, I know you can now get back, you've got a bit of an art space and you can get back to creating. So that's something. I love that you and Pingy are going to be conning it together. It's like a powerhouse there. The two of you selling your merch together. Oh. Which reminds me, I need to... I also want to grab some of Pingy's stickers on Podo too. I love her dead fruit series that she's been doing right now. I need the strawberry. I need the skull strawberry. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's like so many talented people. I have so many talented friends. I want all your stuffs. I want all the stuffs around me. God, I seem to be getting spam attacks on Instagram. It's fine. Just boost it in the algorithm, spammers. That's all you're doing. It's fine. Keep commenting. Oh, goodness. I love stickies. I need to get some more pencil cases too, like these sort of things. So you can see some of PB stickers here. I have Aussie guarding the universe with their all-seeing eyes. I was not surprised yesterday. So with the, for those that weren't here, Pencil Butter was one of our sponsors for the giveaways for the charity stream. Amazing, amazing line work. I was not surprised that we gave away quite a few copies of the Witch lines because, of course, that's the one I've coloured. I do need to get more coloured, but yeah, I'm not surprised we gave a bunch of the Raven Witch away. And I wasn't surprised at Citrus as well, because Citrus is the next one I need to colour, and Citrus is cool. But we, one of the winners actually asked for the Eyes set, which is really cool as well, so. Oh, those Beholder and Cthulhu pixel stickers are so cool. Aw, thank you. I definitely will be doing a charity stream again in the future. Like, again, it won't be for a little like a few more months or something. But yeah, definitely in the future, I definitely want to do some more charity streams. I regret, like, there was the Gamers for Trans Rights. That was such a big movement on Twitch. And I didn't actually hear about it until too late, and I should have just inquired and gone, hey, how do I actually sign up? But I mean, they raised over $100,000 on that one. That was incredible to see. But now that I know how to actually set things up on Tiltify and create those campaign platforms, it was really, really, really freaking cool to see. And I definitely want to... God, words. I do want to do more. Also, there's so many, like, there's a few clips that have been made of me, like, absolutely breaking as we smash goals and stuff. But yeah, I know next time now, like I'm not saying every time we would raise over $1,000, but I'm also aware that we are capable of raising over $1,000, so I can go into it with a little bit more foresight about different stuff. I still need to do a story to thank everyone, and like in particular I want to thank Sound Asleep, who came in and actually donated early access keys to their game, for example, and that was one where I didn't have any links set up or anything, so I actually want to like do a story where I can link that so people can go and check out their game. Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay, and I do also can see that I am a little delayed today as well. My internet is struggling a little bit. It's still good enough res, but yeah, there's always a little bit of a delay. I think Streamlabs is still a little confused after yesterday. There was a couple points during the stream where it was like, what is going on here? It was also breaking. But yeah, it was so good. I have so many drawn rewards to do now as well. Like, Smolt, you would have seen in the email that I sent out to you that about it, and that I put a little caveat in there just to be like, because this got redeemed so many more times than I anticipated, some of them might be a little delayed, but you will get there. Yeah. Wow, that is quite a delay. Okay. Wow, good to know. Good to know. That's okay. Today we're just being chill. We're just hanging and doing some colouring and trying to actually get some of this page finished. To think I thought I would get a couple of pages done yesterday. You're minutes behind. My God. Wow, okay. So when I said minutes behind, your message literally just popped up. So hopefully that gives you some sense of timing, but wowza. Sometime in the month of April, before the second half of April, I also have to work out, I mean it shouldn't be too much because most of the basic stuff is set up, but I also have to work out streaming on YouTube because I am taking part in some YouTube streams with a bunch of YouTube peeps where we're doing a specialised chain of live streams on YouTube, which is going to be really fun. to take part of, but of course because it's a YouTube event, I'm streaming it to YouTube, and I don't have anything set up for streaming on YouTube. It can still use the same frames, it can still use Streamlabs, I can still use the same setup. I just have to set up some background stuff a bit differently, but it should be good. And I'm very curious to see what it's like streaming on YouTube. The one big key difference is you have to be so pedantic about language on YouTube, because their their criteria, like yesterday when I broke, there's that little clip of me like trying to panic explain what we're gonna do because we had already hit the goal, and I was like, okay, and we had just doubled the goal, and then we immediately hit that doubled goal, and you just see me like stop and go fuck, because I'm like I don't know what to do at that point. Yeah, that would immediately get me like demonetized on YouTube. They're very stringent on it with live streams, so it's such a good clip. I love that clip. I'm so glad Mike grabbed it. I downloaded it. Cause yeah, it's just such a good clip. Oh gosh. Yeah, oops. See if I can do this without destroying my stream. While we are about to head into our first ad break, because once again we do run ads every hour so that I can stretch and relax for a minute and not hurt my hands. While we do that, let's see if I can find this clip and I'll post it for you. Oh, I don't want you to play. Here we go. Right. Yep, the ad break should be running right now. And the time of the ad break, feel free to go watch that clip. And we will stretch into those of you that for some reason got ad-free viewing. Welcome to Secret Behind the Scenes, where Amy does nothing for 3 minutes. Stretchy, stretch. Stretchies. 2. We have just under a minute to go with the ads, and then we will be back to colouring. And look, in our first hour, we already got 1/3 of the colours down with the water. Like, we're actually making progress today. It's funny how much work I get done when it's not a stream where I'm falling apart. Oh, goodness. Do, 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 do. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Welcome back. I apologize, Mum. Sorry for coming into ads, but yes, we did hit that hour mark. I do appreciate you all sitting through the ads. So the ads are run every hour. As an affiliate, I do earn a couple of cents from ads. It's really not a lot, but it slowly builds up. So it's a free way to support me, but it also stops pre-roll ads, which is a personal pet peeve of mine. So I would rather run a once an hour ad break, which reminds us that we need to stretch, to hydrate, which helps me in my mobility and my pain levels by stopping every hour for 3 minutes. I really appreciate you all just sitting through a couple minutes of ads. Also, yes, Kiwi Mum is here, and Pencil Butter's made it in. The elusive Pencil Butter is here, Mum. Kiwi Mum is here. You missed it yesterday. I had literal mum, literal aunt, and literal cousin in my stream. It was a real family affair for a little while there. Whoops, let's not throw away the pencil and completely destroy the core of it. Alright, we just got a little bit down here to chuck some dark blue on, and then we can move on to our next shade of blue. They really are. I don't know why I'm using past tense there. They are gorgeous pictures. Again, I cannot thank you enough. And also for stepping up and letting me donate a few more out as needed, because, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I hope for your generosity too that you do also get some sales, because while I know you're just donating out of the generosity of your heart, I hope, like, again, I am a big believer in we get what we give in this world. We are the energy force that we put out. So, you know, I hope your kindness is returned. Missed a little section there. And we missed a section over here. good. Hello. Yes, we are starting to get some stormy seas going. How are you, hun? Welcome back. It's lovely to see you. Also, Fud, you'll see that pencil butter is in the chat. This is the artist that you won the lines from yesterday. So this is the artist behind your Raven Witch page. The elusive pencil butter. Heck yeah. More lines, more lines. I am excited. If you do some more lines, let me know and I will get them, buy them, print them, color them, and then get them up on YouTube and be like, look, there's more lines, buy them. You know, I will promote the heck out of you because it's something I can do for my friends, you know? I don't always have funds free, but I have ways of being like, I like encouraging other people to spend their money on my friends. Heck yeah, I'm excited to see what you do, Fud. I am so excited for you. Yeah. It's like once that product is made, that product is made. So it's a good one. This is way more purple than I anticipated. I guess the water is going to be reflecting the purple of the sky, and that's okay. I was thinking the water would be more like a greeny blue, but I guess we're going purpley with the water as well, which is fine because the sky's purple. There would be reflected purple. It makes sense. But yeah, this ultramarine is turning to be way more purple than anticipated. I missed another section of dark blue. Gosh, this pencil was brand new. I don't know why I'm pointing this off screen. I'm probably working entirely off screen as well. My apologies. Professional streamer here, working right off screen. Oh. I'm going to order some wood pins or probably some vertical. Ooh, that sounds cool. I know you've been contemplating that for a while, so that's really cool to see. I hope they do well. Might need to add those to my pin bag. I need to get some fabric glue and actually pin down a lot of the pins that are on my bag so they stay permanently on my bag, because it's not like I changed them out. Like this bag, it's my Gesta Lavore haversack, It's just covered in D&D related pins, and I need to pin them actually like permanently down because they stay there. They're not coming off. It's not like I switched them out. I want them on there, so I need to actually adhere some of them because the backings keep on coming loose because the bag is not made to be pinned. Wood paints is good. My friend has some and they are gorgeous. I see so many enamel. Yeah, I like the look of the wood ones. I know when we were talking about this and you were showing me like the edge effects and stuff as well. Like, I agree. The wood is just so pretty. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense with New Zealand native birds doing them on wood too. Absolutely 100% agree. Definitely appropriate for wood. Yeah, you won't know until you try. I hope they work out well for you, hun. I really hope they do. They were on the table at the Auckland Armageddon, weren't they? Also, I was looking at Armageddon dates last night. I didn't realise that they've permanently moved the Wellington one to April. And I'm just like, I can't do that anymore. I was expecting it to be Queen's birthday weekend in June, but I'm guessing now they're doing the two Auckland ones. And so they're putting their spring Auckland event on Queen's birthday weekend. I'm like, ugh, they're doing it over Anzac weekend. Like, well, that doesn't work. I got too much coming up in May to justify a trip to Wellington in April, so I'm like, poop. But also, I've watched some of the guest announcements, and there's not actually anyone that really interests me, so I'll just be going down to see people, which is still great. There's a lot of really cool people in Wellington I can go visit, but unless I can find someone to crash with so the accommodation doesn't cost much and do like ultimate cheap food and public transportation, which I will be doing anyway, but you know, do a very cheap backpackers style weekend, I unfortunately don't think I'm getting to Wellington Armageddon. Yeah. Oh, well, it's not Queen's birthday weekend anymore. It's King's birthday weekend, isn't it? But, yeah, they don't need to do two Auckland events. They just need to do one awesome Auckland event when they used to do it. because the Wellington one's actually easier to mobilize around in terms of an event, so that's how I try to do Auckland. Yeah, you are so tapped on leave. Exactly. Yeah, and like I know May is when I've got to do the Auckland trip for graduation, and like trying to save up for that and others, and yeah, it's just an odd time, but it's okay because again, like I said, there's no celebrity announcements that are like I need to run and go and get that. There's no like guests that I desperately want to see, so it would just be hanging out with people, and obviously like there's a lot of cool people in Wellington that we could go and hang out with, but again, it's not high priority for me. And there'll be other reasons to go to Wellington. The only thing is, I think it also ties up with I realise why I'm going so far off screen now. Stupid camera cord is moving and twisting the camera. That might help. Like the Wellington Armageddon dates, I think also line up with that Lego exhibition that I kind of wanted to go see as well. But again, it's like, you know, cost of accommodation, staying with people, figuring all that out. It's not the end of the world. And if I'm going to put all the spoons into travelling somewhere, there is one destination that is far more important to go and visit again than anywhere else. As soon as they lift their water restrictions and I can come and visit. Yeah, because I went to look at something on my phone and I noticed it was called King's Birthday Weekend now, and I was like, ew. No, give us back a queen. It's the Queen's weekend. Even if it's the King's Birthday weekend, I declare that we should have a Queen's weekend. Where we all just embrace our empowering self. Where you can be your king, you can be your queen, you can be your non-binary ruling royalty. But you embrace the powerhood of being a queen, which is just being your awesome, empowering self. So it should just be the royalty weekend. Host a tea party or something where we all wear fancy crowns and awesome outfits and have like our swords, and we just like do colouring and play games, and we just be our awesome selves. Yeah. I don't understand why we're still in the monarchy either. Oh, that's appreciated, bud. I understand. It is, like, at least I know yours would, like, be semi-accessible for me, because you also need accessibility, so that's, like, something. It's like, at least it would be. But, yeah, no, I get it. It's the same here, like, having people come and stay at mine, like, I don't have a spare bedroom, I literally have a floor. It's like, you can take the floor, but also it's the floor. I do have like a little fold down single bed that I can put out, and I have put out for people before as well. And I just like, I've got these old wooden frames from when I used to do markets, so I put them up and I make a little wall where my kitchen dining table is. I basically create a little room over there, and then I can put them in there and give them a sense of having a room. But it's like, it's a really not a good, like, comfortable bed. Like, it's genuinely like a one night because I've got a crash here bed. And I try to put like extra blankets on it and stuff because you can feel like it's one of those fold down beds where you've got the wire springs and then you've got like the bar, and you can feel that middle bar hitting you right in the center of your back. So I try to put like extra blankets and stuff in there because the mattress is like fin is shite. It's really like a camping cot or something, or I don't know. It's really not great, but again, for free accommodation for one night, most people are like, it's fine. You know, they're just crashing for a night, it's fine. Long term, you definitely do not want it. Definitely a good place to have. Having a place that is accessible is so rare. Like, it's why I am very happy in my little apartment, because all flat, all easy to roll around in with my walking frame, elevator when it works, which is most of the time. It hasn't broken down in a while, which is quite good. But the landlord's also very quick into fixing it when it does break down, because they know I need it. But yeah, if I ever have to move, trying to find somewhere, oh gosh. Like, I noticed it, like, it was so grateful, it was so wonderful to stay with the people we stayed at Wellington. But I did notice, like, the effort of first thing in the morning, like, trying to mobilise to bathrooms and stuff like that, and having to use crutches, and before we could even get to the bathroom, like, I had to mobilise down a flight of stairs, and yeah, it was just like a lot. But still internally grateful for where they let us stay. It's the only way we could have done that trip. But yeah, definitely noticed first thing in the morning, it was like, I miss my walking frame. I miss rolling to the bathroom and then rolling to get a cup of coffee. It's the same thing when I stay over at Mum's though, because I also can't use my rolling frame at Mum's. I have to go on crutches at Mum's, which I notice the difference if I stay there at Mum's, which I have done a couple of times. And again, it's alright if it's for a night, but long term it would not be a solution. So I am being a little messy here with the water, but you can be, because water's all choppy in movement, so it's like we don't have to be pedantic. And then because we're going in and adding in sea foam afterwards as well, a lot of the lines will also be covered, and we're going to add in like white flicky paint and splatter, so it's like I don't have to be pedantic because we're going to cover a lot of this up. So let's just fill it in. And the messiness actually helps when it comes to doing all that sea splatter later on. So look, we've almost finished the second colour. Look how productive we're being today. Because I have brain function. Because Amy's not falling apart. Yeah, Opticon. Opticon. Still so cute. Still sits so well. It also like... Oop, that's a good job, Amy. It stands up on its own. You can sit it flat, but it also stands up. Yeah, make Amy panic because she has nothing to give away. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be active for a couple of days, but that's just till I get the ad revenue total, so I can donate that, and then once I get that, I'll be closing out the campaign. But still absolutely mind-blowing. Yes, put the optic pawn back in the ocean. I love ocean pages. There's a reason why I end up doing a lot of like the sea creatures and stuff. I really enjoy doing ocean pages. I know a lot of people don't like colouring water, but I like water. I'm a mermaid at heart and I like it. Right, we'll add a little bit of blue in there just in case, but that's probably going to be all white, so it doesn't really matter too much. Depth is developing nicely now, thank you. It'll really start popping when we add the white highlights and the sea spray, so I'll turn back to our Kraken page, so similar to this. Lazy Fawn, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to all our raiders. It did work. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome in everybody. I hope you had a wonderful stream, Lazy. What were you up to today? Oh, look, Samsara's onto it. Thank you so much. Kicking ass in makers and crafting. Heck yeah. Love to see fellow crafters and artisans. Well, welcome in everybody. My name is Amy. I am a colorist based in New Zealand. And we do chill colouring hangout streams. And so yeah, we're working on this page. This is by an artist called Kerby Rosanes. Let's pronounce their name right. One of my favourite colouring book artists. So yeah, you can actually buy this book and colour it in yourself. It is a colouring book called Mythomorphia. I have no idea. There it is. It is a wonderful, wonderful colouring book. Mine is starting to fall apart, which is why we're working on this page outside of the book. But it makes it very handy for showing off the book. And yeah, we're just working on this wonderful Hydra page. Oh, thank you for the follow. Was traditionally sculpting a Legion Tower crap from World of Warcraft. Okay, I admittedly don't, like, I know of WoW, I've never played WoW, but I admire sculpting so much. I personally don't like sculpting because of, like, the hand messiness, but I admire people who can sculpt because the amount of detail that goes into sculpting is so amazing. And I also know Fud happens to do a bit of sculpture as well, so heck yeah. I hope it is, my brain goes Legion Tower Cat means that it's a legions of cat that are all in a tower. And I hope it is a tower of cats, because that sounds really cool to me. I use polymer clays. Yeah, so I did, back in the day, I did do a little bit of polymer clay, and I have some polymer clay in the cupboard still. But there's still, like, when you work on it, it feels like your hands have got something on it. Like, I don't know, it's a very sensory thing for me. I'm the same with, like, when I work with certain materials, I don't like the feel of my hands. It's a sensory thing. Like, even, yeah, oil, it feels like you've got a weird oil film on your hands, which is why I like pencils, because they're dry. Like, I've even got a couple of colouring books that have, like, this weird vinyl-y cover, and I don't even like touching them because I don't like the cover, but it's just a sensory thing for me and my fingertips, you know? But it doesn't, like, the amount of work that goes into sculpture, like watching people take what is essentially a lump and turn it into something, is absolutely incredible, and I freaking admire it so much, because I would love to do, like, so many cute little things, but I'm just like, nah. It's like, I'll make cute little plushies out of crochet instead of sculpting cute little things, but also, like, making a cute little octopawn out of clay would be gorgeous. Like, it makes such a cute little thing, but also, yeah. I like to reuse rubbish type things. Yes. I love that too. I love seeing how people use, like, odd stuff in their sculptures as well. There's a little local artist that I know. They don't really have much of an online presence. They more sell at little craft markets and stuff, but they take crystals and stones and then they work polymer clay around it, and they make all these really gorgeous little bits and pieces, and it's so stunning. I do want to grab, they've started making these really cool witchy type scenes, and they're just so pretty. But the way that they use rocks and stones and crystals and gemstones, and just so pretty, so pretty. It is, it's really cool. And it's like they will sculpt a little dragon surrounding like a little really cool rock or something, or they've made a couple of scenes recently with like witches and mushrooms and like little creatures and stuff. It's just like, oh, it's so cool, so cool. That's okay, you know, I like my pencils, I'm good with my pencils, and we don't have to be good at everything. So instead I'll just admire and watch people who do amazing sculptures themselves and be like, I will work with the pencils, you work with the cool stuff. Also like resin work and stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely, Lazy. Sorry, Lexi, I should call you that part. I shouldn't just shorten with the start of your name. But Lexi, thank you so much. Please, if you have to raid and run, please do. I fully understand after a stream. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much again. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. My nose is really itchy for some reason. It's not even midday and I want ice cream. Heck yeah. Ice cream for breakfast. Chuck some cereal on top of it. And then not only is your ice cream got texture, but then it's a breakfast item because it's got breakfast cereal. Although we were talking about yesterday how breakfast foods aren't really breakfast foods. Food is food. It does not matter what meal you have it for. But yeah, if you chuck like rice bubbles on ice cream, it's totally a breakfast cereal. And it adds a lot of crispy texture to ice cream. So what I am doing now is just kind of filling in some of these emptier spaces so that when I put the white paint down, if there are sections that are a little bit more translucent, it's okay because there's at least some pencil behind it. So it sort of all reads as me actually having coloured the whole thing, even though we have not. Some areas we are colouring in solidly, some areas we're just leaving quite loose. And I used to get left home alone as a teenager. I used to have ice cream and Southern Comfort for breakfast. Because no one could stop you. I do love how creamy Prismacolors are and how easy it is to just sort of whoosh them all together. Bit of a cheat, but also it's quite handy in certain colouring areas. It's also better on like painful hand days because it's not like I'm working multiple layers like I might be with a polychromos. I'm just sort of whipping down the one colour. Yeah, we're starting to get a bit more ocean. There is no such thing. It's just different techniques for different effects. It's still valid colouring. Did I even put the mid-tone in here? It just looks like I've got dark tone. I did not. Alright, let's chuck in some of this in the meantime. It's like, this is looking all very indigo blue. Does not look like there is any ultramarine because the ultramarine is so purple it is very easy to tell straight away whether or not it is there. Which it was not. Now we put in our cobalt hue tint. Cobalt blue hue. My goodness. I don't even have an excuse for stumbling on the words today. We just stumble on the words today. Yes. I am excited to see what you do with it. Excited to see what all our winners do. I hope they all colour it in and post and share, and I want to see all the pretty pictures. I want everybody to colour. Woohoo! Halfway! Right, just see if there's any areas we need to sort of touch up. Again, a lot of this will have white, so we don't really have to be too pedantic because it's all going to be covered in the white paint, which we can't do until after we do the dragon anyway. I mean the Hydra. I keep calling it a dragon, it's a Hydra. Yes, it is the Raven Witch. So this one, I used the purple lines from the PDF pack that you got sent because I knew I was going to use purple as one of my primary colours, and also it's like it was really cool to have purple lines, so I chose the purple, and I knew I wanted to work with purple and pink, and then yellow is a really good contrast with that, so and yeah. The background itself is Stickles glitter glue. The glitter glue has this pink and blue reflect in the purple glitter, the purple gel. So it's purple, pink and blue glitter. So I just thought it would work really well with the witch and give sort of like a starry night effect. And yeah, I thought about doing a few different things, but I love the idea of like a witchy girl who was also like really cute and girly and wearing like a cozy little sweater. It's like a cozy witch vibes. So yeah, that was just kind of what I was going for. And then a little bit of blue in the eyes to match the blue in the background, but also the blue that I used in the bush here. And then lots of yellow reflect light from the moon as our light source. So it's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, that's all Stickles. It's a lot of Stickles because it's so pretty, and I need to, and I will at some point, because I've been meaning to for ages, either get onto our Lemonade Girl, which I really want to. I love the original artwork of this one. It's so cool. And also because it's all bubbly, I can see lots of places to use glitter as well, because we love the use of glitter. And then we have our, somewhere around here, this place is a mess after stream yesterday. I'm not even sure where everything is right now. It might be down here. Will you get in there, please? There they are. I still have these two as well, so these are two separate pages, but I like the idea of doing them as a matching set, and I'm not quite sure how, but yeah. And then I've also got the eyes bookmark, which I want to do as one piece, and that's going to be like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, I think was what I was thinking, or maybe red, yellow, green, blue, purple. No, that's what I was thinking. It's because there's 5 eyes doing it, so it's like a rainbow piece of art. So yeah, red, orange, yellow. No, red, yellow, green, blue, purple. And making it like a set, a piece of art, even though the bookmark's like having it as one set. I think it's quite cool as well. So eventually I'll get onto that. And then I have a few like little Patreon ones as well, which are really cute. And I still need to colour all those ones too. So much colouring. So much colouring. I love it. Yeah, there is. So you get your black, you get grey, and then you get like sepia or purple, or it depends on the image, but I really love the fact that there's also coloured lines. Like, it's so cool. So that's like what partially influenced my colour choice with the Raven Witch, because there was those purple lines. I was like, I need to do something involving purples to use these purple lines, because you really don't see lines that aren't just black and white often. I have one colouring book that has brown lines in my 100 or so colouring books, and all the rest of it's all black and white and grey lines, so it's really cool to see. And also using like, so like with the purple lines, the cool thing about it too is like, so I printed out the purple lines, but then like I wanted her eyes to pop more, and so going over those lashes in black, so those lashes and that center of the eye are like boom black, and like the little eyes of the little necklace, and you can bring out elements once again with a black pen, because you can work over the lines and really bring your focus to certain areas. And you can blend out the purple in other areas as well. Because it's purple, it's a little easier to blend out than black. So heck yeah. I get mine printed at the warehouse stationery because I don't have a printer, but it also means because you can take your own paper in, so I take in like 220 GSM cardstock that I really enjoy working on, so I can get everything printed on the paper that I like at the weight I like, and which is really good for like working in a colouring book. Is nice to have everything in a colouring book, but you have no control over the paper, how big things print, how like what's on the back of the image. Like, you're at the whims of whatever's in the colouring book. So, and the joy with a digital colouring page is if you screw up, you can just print it again. Not that you screw up with colouring, you just have a practice run, because there is no wrong colouring. The only wrong colouring you can do is not colour. That goes back over there, so it's well and truly out of frame, because that's something I'm trying to be better at and conscious of. It's keeping my phone out of frame. Haunted sandwich. I have. We're still, the throat's still a little sore. Like, we definitely talked a lot yesterday, but I think I've got my spoons back together. Somewhat. We're somewhat functioning. As much as I function anyway. But how are you, hun? I hope you're having a good day so far. We are having just a very chill colouring day today. It's regular stream time. I did contemplate, you know, I was like, oh, do I not stream on Tuesday because I did so much on Monday, but I woke up today like a little sore in the throat, but a couple cups of coffee and some good hot liquid just helped that settle down a bit. And then I was like, yeah, I feel alright. But speaking of, I probably should make another cup of coffee or hydrate or something pretty soon. At the next ad break, I will probably do that. We have switched to the compression gloves with the individual fingers, but yeah, the wrist isn't feeling too bad. The pain's not too bad. Again, the throat, like I can tell I talked a lot yesterday, but we're not too bad. Spoons, yes. We have some spoons. We don't have all the spoons, but we have some of the spoons because I did the right things yesterday, so it was survivable. And it was recoverable, and we're functioning for the day. We'll see by the end of the day. I might be, like, tapped by the end of the day. Hoping to get some work done. Well, that's all good. These are, I'm guessing by work you mean, like, drawing work and stuff. Feel free. You know, we are a chill space. It's really cool when people, like, create with me. I really like it. So, please do what you need to do. I wish you all the creativity and productivity. Those two usually don't go hand in hand, but I hope they do for you. We're managing to get a lot of the ocean done. Like, the ocean is very close to being done. Until I come back in with the white to start blocking out the sea spray and stuff. Just realized I really missed a few sections over here. Ah, yes, the continual social media posting. It's like, I just want to create. I don't want to do social media managing. It's not, but thank you anyway. Yep. It's a sad fact that as creators, we also have to be like social media managers, and like there's so much skill set that goes into it. It's not just the creation of the art, it's all about the marketing and the managing and the social media, and it's just like, yeah, just let me make the art. That's all I want to do. I just want to colour pretty pictures. I don't want to do anything else, but we do. I actually don't mind doing the YouTube videos, so it's like I'm going to colour anyway, so I just film. Some of them I don't mind doing, like the ones I've been doing a lot of lately that don't involve talking. It's just literally a time lapse of what I'm colouring. I love making those ones. They're so easy. I get to put on an audiobook while I colour in, do what I want, chuck the video footage into the video editor, trim some sections, speed it up, export it with some music, and boom, ready to go. But then you gotta upload it and you gotta tag it and all that sort of stuff. Don't like doing that side. But yeah, things where I have to sit down and film like voiceovers and stuff like that. Yuck. Because then I gotta deal with sound stuff, and we all know I don't like sound stuff. Oh. Yeah. I never even understand the algorithm. I just give up on the algorithm. I just post what I'm going to post, do what I'm going to do. I'm aware, like, there's certain things I could probably be doing to boost how things are, and I'm just like, meh. It's okay, you know, I'm happy with my little community. But the difference is, as well, is that I'm not trying to survive off my art. I'm just sharing what I'm creating because I can, you know? For people who are trying to actually earn commissions and, like, get business revenue, so different. And I'm very glad I don't have to deal with that side anymore. That's why you should always make sure that you are like liking and interacting with posts and commenting and sharing, and like on YouTube, liking and subscribing and commenting and interacting with YouTube videos, Instagram. Comments go a long way in boosting an Instagram picture or video or reel. And like a comment that's, I think, 5 words has even more value to the algorithm from memory. Although knowing my luck, they've changed the algorithm again. You finally figure out the algorithm and then they're like, boom, change. I fully understand that to do well, you should try to cater to things you don't find like... Yeah. See, I understand, like, certain things are more popular and, like, you can try to cater to the algorithm, but I'm also a big believer in trying to create the space that is genuinely you, because trying to be something else, trying to do something else, you're going to burn out because it's not what you are. But also the people that follow you are following you for said popular thing. They're not following you for what you're genuinely wanting to produce and what you genuinely want to put your heart and soul into. And with art in particular, like, you can tell when it's not what an artist's heart or, you know, is really passionate about, when it's a topic that maybe they're doing because it's popular. It's not because they actually like the topic. Like, you can kind of tell with the vibes of the art. So also, hello. It is intentional. They do like to change the algorithm for that reason as well. But how are you, hun? It's lovely to see you again. Heck yeah. I did get some sleep. After I ended stream, I did take a couple of hours to just chill out and relax. I did send off like some prize emails and some bits and pieces. I made myself some good broth to help my throat because of how much I talked. And yeah, I just relaxed for a couple of hours and then I went to bed. I didn't get a lot, but the sleep I did get was solid sleep. So I still woke up feeling pretty refreshed. So yeah, it was a good day. Tiltify worked like a charm. I feel very confident now suggesting that for the other charity streams I am involved in. And I'm feeling confident about running things on it, which is really wonderful. It's so good. I am, well, almost down with the workday. I'm guessing that's done with the workday, but also down with the workday. Heck yeah. Oh, I am very happy to hear that though. I'm trying to think. So it's Monday night for you tonight, Vi, which means Final Fantasy VII. Have we got an Aerith stream tonight? Also, yes, Samsara is lurking. Hello again, Samsara. I love that the two of you are synced up. That's so good. Yes, indeed. Ooh, it is. It is a Final Fantasy VII night. Excellent. Excellent. If you're not already, you should be following Violacious because not only is she one of my favourite streamers on this platform and a wonderful safe space that you will probably see myself and Samsara in every time, but she does amazing variety streams. And tonight is Final Fantasy VII. Come on, it's not a charity stream. We're meant to have words today. Not only is it Final Fantasy VII tonight, but she dresses up as Aerith. And it's really cool. The costume's so cool. Thank you, Samsara. But yes, we are just about to head into an ad break. It is getting to that time already, which is perfect timing because we have just finished a Blue of the Water. I need to stretch my hand. And just do a little stretch. So again, this is our hourly reminder to stretch, to hydrate. I'm going to go and turn on the jug, make a cup of coffee. Make sure you hydrate, grab your meds if you need your meds, have a stretch, and we'll see you in 3 minutes. When the ad wants to start. Oh yeah, meds. Yes, take your meds. Meds are important. Alright, you can just go there out of the way at the moment. Deal with you later. And look at that, we made it back with 48 seconds to spare. Oh, I do love that it's back to 3-minute ads. It just makes life so much easier. So yes, for those of you that get the secret behind the scenes, welcome to Secret Behind the Scenes. Amy literally does nothing for 3 minutes. Oh, can't wait to see how Final Fantasy VII escalates from fighting a literal house. That was crazy. That was such an intense battle. I was lurking for a lot of it because of other stuff, but I was popping in every once in a while and oh my god. Oh my god, such a battle. But yes, welcome back to the stream. I hope you have all hydrated, got in your meds, got in whatever you need. So, we're just going to update our tracker here. This colour has already lost its number. What is blue indigo? I think it's 901. It is 901. 902, and then 133 is the water. So I do that because if I ever want that combo again for something else, I can look at it. Also, if I do need to go back and fix areas up and I can't remember what pencil it is, I can just look at the list and go, oh yeah, it was this one. Or if I find a section that I've missed and I need to like colour it in. Again, you don't have to be too pedantic there, Amy, because you're going over it with water. I think you're in the wrong slot, but that's okay. I'll figure that out later. Right, so we have our boats and we have our dragons. So let's get these boats done. So I based the sails in like a light cream, but also I don't have a lot of light greys or neutrals. So I think I actually want to use like the French greys. That's sort of warm, like that. It's not called warm grey because there are warm greys in Prismacolor, but I really like the French greys. It's got like a brown tone to it, like that's your warm greys, and this is the French greys. It's like a brown grey. It's really useful for a lot of situations. And I feel like that's a really good sail colour. Notes. We do take notes. It is very handy for when I'm working on pages. Like, for example, when we did this massive spread here, which massive shine reflect. One of the things is, if we pull out my colouring folder without hitting the microphone, is because I track the pages, like when they're completed, they go at the back here. But yeah, this is my Mythomorphia book, and so if I ever want to repeat that sunset ocean, I can just find the ocean page under Waterworld and go, oh yeah, so there's all the colours that I used. I only used Prismacolor on this page, so it's like sweet, and I can just pull out all those colours of Prismacolor and recreate the ocean colours. So it's very handy for that. It's very handy for YouTube now because then I can also list the colours I use on the YouTube videos, but I primarily started doing it for that reason. So if I ever wanted to reproduce certain things of a page, I could look at my notes and go, oh yeah, I used that combo. There is a folder. We have organisation with colouring, But yeah, it's just a little PDF that I created. Honestly, if anyone wants it, just let me know. I'm more than happy to give it to you. It's just a really simple PDF. It's like, it took me 2 seconds in Word to base it up. Oh, that coffee's hot. Alright, so we're pulling out some French greys for the ship, for the sails and stuff like that. In fact, we could probably pull out French greys for most of this. Let's just pull out the whole thing of French greys. All the French greys. And then we'll pull out sepia and espresso because we're here too. Let's just pull them all out. Easy peasy. Okay, that's our sepia and espresso. And then if we put these in order over here, and then we can make a note from there of the ones we use. So we'll start with our espresso because it's our dark. And there are a couple of areas we do want some dark on the ship. Give it a good sharpen because we've got some tiny little windows, portholes, cullises. I should learn more about shipboat bits and pieces. Yeah, all this would be kinda in shadow. A little bit back here, very lightly. Maybe a bit of shadow across here. Kind of like a line coming up. It's quite handy too for tracking colours because, like, I did say I might need to go back in and darken some of this dragon belly as I go around it. So, and I still got to do like the tongues, which are that deep red brown. So because I've already used browns on the page, I can try to pull those same browns as well from the list and repeat those colours, which helps with like the tying in of certain things. When I go to do like the edge highlighting, if I put like some pinky edge highlights around to deal with the stormy sky, I can pick up on those same purples because, like, you know, I might look at this and go, huh, what did I use for that edge? It was some sort of pinky purple. Was it grey lavender? Was it lavender? Was it lilac? Was it actually a pink? Like, there's a couple of shades it could be. Go to the list and go, oh, okay, it was 934. And then look at my colour chart and go, oh yeah, 934. It was, I think it was actually lavender that I used. So, yeah, it's just, I find it handy. Especially because sometimes I work on multiple pages at once as well, so I might have to come back to a page after working on something else for a while, and I'm like, what was I using again? What was happening here? So I don't do it on every page, but on especially Kerby pages where they can take a while, or, you know, I might be working on multiples at once. I do try to track them now. I've been doing it for about half a year, I think. It's very handy. Alright, so we have used sepia. I think we can actually skip espresso and go, I mean, we've used espresso, I think we can skip sepia. Yeah, we used espresso. We'll go to French grey 90%. We can always add in that espresso, the sepia, sorry, if we need more dark tones, but I actually think we'll be alright. Hot coffee. It's good though. It's like, I'm starting to feel peckish. I wonder why. I just saw the time. It's midday. So, if you have not already, make sure you have some lunch as well. We are getting kind of lunchtime. And goes to myself. I will be taking, because I'm ending the stream around 2 today. I'm doing that so I can have some food before I do the meeting. So, oh my gosh. Are we actually going to have a stream where I don't snack on stream? We've had drinks. We've had plenty of drinks. Coffee lunch. I shouldn't, like, I can't be that person to be like, coffee is not food, go eat solid food, because I am that person that will just drink coffee for lunch. But, you know, so I can't be here and be like, you can't just have coffee for lunch, because I am that person that would just have coffee for lunch sometimes. But also, coffee is not food. Coffee is an addition to lunch, but it is not full lunch. Do as I say, not as I do. Something's affecting my internet today. I wonder what. Actually, I wonder if that's a pain. We'll close that one. See if that helps. I usually get excellent for my connection speed, and today it's not showing as excellent, and it has been dropping a little bit. I hope you haven't had any lags and stuff. I do apologize if you do. I'm not quite sure why. There is nothing open that should not be open, and nothing using internet that does not usually use internet. So I think my service provider is just struggling at the moment. That was me yesterday. Coffee only till 3 PM, then a snack burrito to hold me over until sushi dinner later. Oh, ho, ho. Sushi dinner though, so good. Was there also sashimi? Because, oh, I would kill for some sashimi right now. Oh. It's been so long since I've had good sashimi. There is a little sushi place around the corner from me where you can do pick your own sushi, and they have this really beautiful tuna one where they just sear the outside but the inside is still raw. So good. Really pricey though, but you can pick your own bits, so I can go in and pick like 3 bits, which is like more than enough to fill my tiny tummy. We'll see how we go tomorrow. Because the other thing as well is that on Thursday, although it's D&D night so I can't actually go to it, but Thursday is late night at the mall, and the mall is just across the road from me. And if you, like, after I finish work and head over to the mall after 7, they reduce the sushi for the end of the day, so you can get like big sets of sushi for really cheap. And I don't like buy the sashimi ones there. They do have a pack that has a couple of like salmon sashimi rolls. And like I will do that because I can eat the couple of raw fish ones in there, but it's got like teriyaki chicken or vegetables, or you know, it's got cooked ones in there too, so I'll get that knowing that those ones are fine for the fridge for the next day, but I'll eat the raw fish ones then and there. Sushi is good. It was bento with sashimi and nigiri. Oh, it's a tuna toro. Yum. That sounds amazing. Oh, I might have to get sushi at some point. Meh. throw away the pencils. I probably have everything in my cupboard to actually make some sushi at home, with the exception of rice. I am completely out of rice because I don't generally eat a lot of rice and I don't stock a lot of rice. So, and unfortunately the rice is kind of essential. I also don't have like the actual fish. I could make like some vegetable sushi, but yeah. But also no rice, kind of essential for sushi. I do like the little sushi place around the corner from me because they also have a little hot like hot food section as well, so you can get some really lovely little skewers and different bits and pieces. There's some really lovely pieces in there too. They also do make a really good cup of miso as well. I used to make my own sushi, but then I kept eating it for lunch all the time. And I get for dinner too, and now someone else does my cooking. You have such a sweet deal, Fudd. Except I don't really care for dishes. I would be that cook though. I would do the cooking if someone did all the dishes. Board band, welcome back. Sushi's great except for the rice and cold seafood. So everything about sushi. It's okay, it's not everyone's cup of tea. You know, that's fine. Can't cut it properly so you eat the whole roll like a barbarian. No, that's fine. You know. I think I can't remember, I'm having a mind blank on the Korean name, but they have a dish very similar to sushi. But it's, yeah, you kind of get the whole roll. The whole roll is also stuffed with a lot more stuff. Like, they're bigger as well. They don't use sushi vinegar, so the salt, sugar, vinegar mix that goes into Japanese sushi, they actually use sesame oil, so it's got a slightly different flavor. Kimbap, that's the name. Kimbap. I apologize. It's either kimbap or gimbap. But it's similar concept. It's filling rice, seaweed. Slight differences, but yeah, and generally a lot bigger too. But yeah, you often will get that just as the whole roll, and you just eat it as a roll. So. I think it's gimbap. I feel like gimbap is when you have the ingredients in a bowl that you mix up with like the red spicy paste sauce. I apologize. I do not speak Korean. I just watch a lot of Asian food vlogs because I really like Asian food. It's delicious. I didn't like it when a kid, but something changed. I can totally get it. Yeah. I can get it. I was not a fan of seaweed for a while, like the texture of the seaweed. I find it very strange. I love sushi. I can't eat a lot of sushi because of the rice. I have had stomach surgery, so it is like a plug in my stomach, rice. It does not sit well for me. At least it's not like bread, which is gluten, which is a plug that also triggers inflammatory reactions. Rice is actually a food that I can eat without the inflammatory reaction. It's just a plug and it hurts. So not a fan of that, but I do love sushi. But sashimi is good in that case because you get the protein and you get the deliciousness, but no rice. You can have a little bit of rice on the side. Mello6, thank you. Welcome in. We are getting there. We're getting a lot more work done today than yesterday, that's for sure. We've still got to finish the dragon, the Hydra. I keep saying dragon. The dragon, adding in the definition with the actual body of the dragon. I will probably go back and darken a little bit of the belly. And then the tongues and finishing off the boats. And then we get to do like the ocean spray and some stars in the sky and some fun highlights and all the fun stuff. So, but yes, we have done quite a bit of the bulk of the colouring now. So we're just working on our little boats. But how are you, lovely? It's lovely to see you again. One of my favourite. She's just seaweed inside with sesame oil and seeds. I am a big fan of tuna, but it has to be just seared on the outside and still raw. I love it. It's so good. It's so hard to find. There's also, I can't remember the names. I'm having a mind blank on the names, but there's one that is actually eel, and I tried it once, and it was a cooked eel, and it was in like this sweet soy type sauce, but it had also been smoked, so it had a lot of really deep, rich flavors. It was not a lot of eel. It was a very small piece of eel on this rice because the flavor is so intense, but it was so delicious. But that was at like this really uber fancy picturing place once many a year ago, and I've never seen a piece like it since. So I do love good salmon sushi though. Like, salmon, so good. The cold air is making me feel COVID-y again, but I'm doing okay. Got an appointment at 12:30, but wanted to come chill for a few minutes first. Well, we are a chill out space, so I'm glad you could pop in. I'm doing good. I'm doing really well after yesterday. Like, I thought after the 12-hour stream, like, I was prepared to cancel today if I needed to, but I did all the right things yesterday. I kept looking after myself. I woke up and I'm not feeling too bad. I have got a little bit of like I can tell I talked a lot yesterday throat, so my throat is a little raw. And I am trying to be conscious of that today. That's why I'm drinking another coffee, trying to keep up with like warm liquids to keep the throat hydrated and lubricated. And yeah, just today's very much a chill day. But yeah, all my prep work went well for the stream. So we have upgraded to the fingered gloves today, but the hands really aren't too bad considering it was 12 hours of colouring. Although the fact that I broke and fell apart so much probably contributed to that, because I ended up doing so little colouring because I was kind of falling apart on stream. Oh. But yeah, no, we made a point yesterday. I made sure I kept my medication up. I was doing those stretches. Again, that's why we run ads every hour, because it does remind me to stop and stretch my hands, which is very crucial for making sure my hands stay usable and functionable. And yeah, it's been a good time. And yeah, I was thinking, oh, maybe I will need to cancel today. But physically, absolutely fine, apart from a little bit of throat tension. But again, we talked a lot yesterday. There was a lot of yelling and what the fucks and all sorts of stuff. And then today we are just taking a chill. And the fact is, if I wasn't streaming, I would still be doing exactly this. I just wouldn't be talking. Yeah, the ad breaks, like, I have a particular pet peeve of, like, the pre-stream ads. So it's the mid-rolls are run for that main reason, but, and this is why I'm so glad they've switched it back to 3 minutes every hour, is it's just perfect for being like, oh, we're at that hour mark, time to stop, drop all the pencils, do the stretches, get up, get a drink, go to the bathroom. Like, I can go make a cup of coffee, go to the bathroom, do my stretches, take my pain meds, and come back in that 3 minute period, and it's just fantastic. It works so well. And it means that, like, for those of you that have the ad breaks, you're aware that for 3 minutes I ain't doing anything. I am just doing self-care routine. It reminds the audience to go and hydrate, take their own meds and stuff, and it's a free way to like sit through and support me as well, because I do earn a little bit from the ad revenue. Not a lot, but it's up. But yeah, it's mostly there as that reminder of, oh, time to stretch, time to hydrate, time to medicate, go make a coffee, go get some water, all that sort of good stuff. Because if I don't, like when I'm colouring just by myself, it is very easy for 4 hours to go by and then I'm like, why am I so sore? Oh, I was meant to take my meds 2 hours ago and yeah, I haven't had a drink of water in 4 hours. So unless I physically set a timer on my phone, which I have done before as well, just so I don't get too lost in the colouring. But yeah, putting on an audiobook, sitting down and colouring, and then boom, 6 hours later. Because the book will be finished. And I'm like, oh, right. Auckland Auntie, welcome back. It is wonderful to see you again. We are making some progress today. Surprisingly, when Amy's not falling apart on a charity stream, she can actually do some work. But yes, we've got the water entirely based, ready for the acrylic paint, for the white foams. We are finishing off the boats, and then we just have the actual Hydra body to do, and then we can get into the fun acrylic paints and splatters and glitters and all sorts of stuff. So welcome back. It's lovely to see you again. It is, so this is my sort of regular stream time. This is the sort of regular stream vibes. It's a lot more chill. It's a lot more just casual hangs. It's not the chaos of yesterday. The chaos of yesterday was wonderful though. And for those that might be lurking, because we did actually get a raid, and I don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday I did a 12-hour charity stream for the Mental Health Foundation of New Zealand, which is what that little bar is that you can see down below. My goal was $250 and we raised over $1,000. We raised over $1,100, which is absolutely incredible. Technically the campaign's still open. If you're interested, you can do !donate. It will still be open for a couple more days until I get the final Twitch summary of the ad revenue earned during that stream, because that is also being donated to the cause. So I just have to wait for Twitch to give me that data, and then when I get that total, I will be making a final donation. Yeah, so Kiwi Mum is my literal mum. Auckland Auntie is my literal auntie. We also had my literal cousin in stream yesterday too. Like, we had actual family here, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah, it's very, very incredible of them. Because I know for a lot of streamers, and I've had a few people be like, it's really cool your family comes to stream, because a lot of people don't even tell their family that they stream. So, but yeah, they know that they come and they see the chaos that is my streams. Yeah, definitely a lot more relaxed today. I'm not scrambling to figure out what the heck to do, because my stream has broken, my community has broken me again as we smash through a charity goal. But yeah, it was such a good stream. I am still absolutely buzzing off that result. I'm still absolutely mind blown that we have raised so much, and there will definitely be some more charity streams in the future. Not like not for the rest of the month at least, but yeah, these are a couple more causes. Mental health always will be an important cause, but yeah, in the future, definitely want to do a few more charity streams. I will come into it with a lot more preparation next time, because yeah, a lot more understanding of what can be pulled from my community. And I'm not saying that every time we're gonna necessarily raise over $1,000, but also like we've set a bar. Like, I'm like, I know that we can raise $1,000, you know. So yeah, But yeah, there'll definitely be some more charity streams in the future. Just when, again, the schedule works out. Timing wise, public holiday wise, something along those lines. We will definitely be hosting some more charity streams. Because it was so much fun. Yes, today we're definitely going back to the chill chaos of colouring instead of the chaos of colouring. Chaos colouring for charity is a lot different than chill colouring chaos. It's still called chill colouring chaos, or something along that time. Regularly scheduled colouring chaos. But still, it's a lot more chill. Right, I used that one. We'll take the 30 back. So yeah, a normal stream is just peeps hanging out. We just chat about different stuff. We talk about art techniques. We just work on pretty pictures together. And we just have a good time. Because as I was saying, like, if I wasn't streaming, I'd still be doing this. The only difference is I wouldn't be talking. So it's like a really wonderful way to sort of hang out with people, especially as someone who stays home alone a lot of the time because of the illness. And like today, I could not mobilize anywhere. I did set up the next couple of days to be recovery days at home. Like, I've still got things I'm doing, but I will be at home in my own space relaxing as well. And like, that can be really isolating sometimes. And I know a lot of my audience is also people who aren't able to mobilize or do different things everywhere as well. So it's really cool to connect with people and just have that space, you know, because it can be very isolating being at home all the time. So having that way to virtually connect with people, while it may not be the same, it is sort of connecting. And the thing is too with streams, like, I get this comment sometimes that people are like, oh, you can be a lot more talkative or interactive on stream, because I'm not actually an extrovert, which can come across on stream sometimes, that I seem very extroverted and comfortable. But the difference is that when I'm in stream, I'm in my own space. I am controlling the flow of the conversation, so I can steer it towards topics that I feel really comfortable talking about or passionate talking about, and things will still come up and chat and stuff. But also the people that are here because they're usually interested in art and colouring and, you know, D&D and those sort of chill topics and food, or, you know, we talk about stuff that just kind of works for me. So it's very easy and comfortable for me to talk about a lot of things on stream. Whereas if I'm in like a party with a bunch of people that I don't know, and it's like, okay, I don't know you, can I talk about this stuff? You know, it's your own space, it's comfortable, and it's also, my apartment is very much my safety bubble, so I'm very comfortable here. So, and if I'm not comfortable, I also have the power to just go in stream and bounce out. You can't do that at a social gathering. You can't just go, peace, I'm out. I mean, you can, but it's kind of considered rude in some situations. We've ended up using every single one of the French greys. So I was right to pull out all the colours, just in case. No. I've mentioned quite a few times, because I've had people ask me about, you know, buying pencils and where to start. So I talk about often how I started with the Faber-Castell classic colours. And then I did that portrait for you for the Christmas, the present. I think it was a Christmas present. It was a few years ago now. And then how in turn you started me with the Faber-Castell Polychromos, which is the artist quality version. And you brought me individual pencils to build a portraiture set rather than buying a pre-made set. So I still give that advice to a lot of people. We're starting with the classic colours like I did, and then buying individual pencils to build up the set of what you're working with. So if you're doing portraiture, building up those portraiture tones and stuff. It's such a good way to do it. But yeah, and then from those pencils that you started me off with, we expanded, we got the full set, we brought Prismacolors, we're getting Inktense, we're starting to expand the pencil collection. Heck yeah, Samsara. That's the kind of friends you like. When you go to a party, have that friend that you can say bounce and they'll bounce with you. Pat the cat and slip out the back. Whoosh. Well, it's not whoosh with me, it's whee or boom with the walking frame. Or nyum. It's fun to make your own sound effects with a walking frame. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Gosh, I tell you what, the energy of cats when they have the zoomies. Can I have that energy, please? The zoom, 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 zoom. I love that sometimes. I make my own sound effects too. It's all my bones cracking every time I move. I get up and it's crack, crack, pop, pop, crack, crack, pop. I'm consistently walking over bubble wrap. It was Christmas? Yeah, I thought so. Oh my goodness. My favourite is, it's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. It's good. I like that. It's been swell, but the swelling's gone down. Laters! I think that was one of the first big portraits I ever did way back in the day. Ah, the art journey. Ugh. I might need a throat lozenge. Alright, so we'll just darken some of these areas up because we lost a little bit of shading with that white pencil. I mean, not white, the French grey 10%, the very pale French grey. Oh yes, I am very much looking forward to when I get to see you next, Auckland Auntie, when we all get to meet up again. It'll be a good fun. Oh God. Good luck getting through to wins. Yeah. Just can't even ring them at the moment. Ugh. Yeah, I will be coming up eventually for graduation. I don't think I've even technically checked in with you, but yeah, so in the middle of May, I'm graduating. Yeah, I just paid for my cap and gown last week as well, which is cool. Very, very cool. Also, Samsara is hopefully going to be coming up, and they have friends just around the corner from you, surprisingly, that they can crash with. So Samsara is also going to be joining us for graduation, so you'll also get to meet Samsara. I heard that catheter gown. That just sounds painful. I ain't walking across the stage in a catheter gown. No, cap and gown. I get a fancy hat and a fancy gown to get a fancy piece of paper. That I'm currently not doing a lot with, but maybe one day. Again, we started the study before I got ill. Who knows what the future holds. But we're still going to celebrate the fact that I completed it despite everything going on with my physical health, because I think it's important to celebrate that, because it was one heck of an achievement to still manage to get my bachelor's with everything going on with my health. So, worth celebrating. Because, again, it is important to celebrate both the big and the little things. We have a lot of things to celebrate. There's a lot of positivity in the channel at the moment. There's a lot of good news. I hope everybody can share at least one thing that we should be celebrating. I know for a fact, for example, we can celebrate the fact that we raised over $1,000 for mental health. That's freaking awesome. We can celebrate the fact that Samsara has had some amazing stuff happen. Legally now, Samsara, which is really cool to get that. Like myself, I can just celebrate physically surviving that 12-hour stream and surviving so well. That's a really good sign that my injection is working with some of my physical health stuff. I'm really freaking proud of that. I know Haunted, if they're still around lurking, they also are graduating this year. Big achievement. Even a little thing like, managing to go to a class or work on a bad day, that is worth celebrating. Celebrate the big, celebrate the little. Celebrate just getting out of bed and taking your medication for the day. Sometimes that's enough of an achievement. You got out of bed and you took your meds. So yes. Perfect timing, Streamlabs, for reminding us that we are a safe space for spreading love and joy. For those that don't know, again, this is a safe space. We do talk about a lot of things. We talk about mental health. We talk about physical well-being and stuff like that. And sometimes the topics, I am aware that people have things that can trigger them that we're not aware about. So at any point, if a topic comes up that you do find personally triggering, that is disrupting your safe space, you can use the command !new scene. No questions asked. We will just transition into a new topic. Straight instant chat. There's no discussion. There's no question. It's just boom, instant new topic. It has been used once. And I am more than happy for that to happen. If you don't feel comfortable putting that in chat and highlighting it, you can also message either my mods or myself. You can whisper me and just let me know at any point, new scene. You don't even have to explain why, and we will just immediately change the topic, because again, safe space. Right, so while I remember, I am going to write down these colours for the ships. And let's actually do what this swatch box is for and do our little swatches, because it's really pretty to put in like a little gradiating shadow. One thing I don't get with the French greys, like they all have these really nice transition barrel rolls, and then you get to like 20% and it's bright yellow. The rest of them are all these nice pale browny greys and then bright yellow, but it doesn't match the inside at all. So we have 1099, 1076, and I'm guessing this all 1074, 1072, 1070, 1069, 1068. It does make it real easy when it's numerical order. And that was the ships that we used all that on. And then I think it's 1099. Is that going to be too dark? We better to use the... Let's just borrow the side of this. Yeah, both those feel too dark. I think we're actually better to use the 70%. Yeah, 70%. This is 1074. 1074. So we're going to use that same sort of 70% French grey. I'm just going to go back in and darken some of the Hydra's belly, because again, when I first did the belly, I did say I would possibly need to darken it when I did this around. And now, even though there's a little bit of contrast, the contrast in the sky and the ships is a lot more extreme than what's in the belly. So we're just going to go in and darken some of those darks just to add a bit more contrast in, just so it fits in a bit better. We've got two new paint markers that are brown, but the lighter brown has the darker cap and the darker brown has the lighter cap. No. No. Brain no compute. Brain no work. That's all good, Auckland Auntie. I will probably only be here for another hour. We tend to only do about a 4-hour stream on a Tuesday. I do have a meeting at 3 o'clock, so I will be ending around 2, just so I have time to make some lunch and have some rest time before I head into this meeting. So may or may not be here depending when you come back, but thank you so much for popping in. I'm glad you're enjoying Twitch. I really hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit more about it and spending time on here. And it's wonderful to see you. Maybe we can go darker brown. Let's just do one of the bellies first and then we'll decide afterwards. Some tones down and decide after we know how it's looking. It does. Yeah, it is a way to sort of connect over the internet and stuff like that. Yeah, it is just a hang. That's all I'm trying to create. It's just a cool space where people can come and hang if they want to, if they're free. I'm here to chat, here to lurk if you just want some space to lurk, to listen to some music. Maybe see me do some arts. Some people do arts while I'm streaming. Yeah, it's just good fun chill time. I really enjoy it. Yeah, so just adding in that little bit more contrast, so we've got a bit more depth on the dragon's belly. I probably will need to get that goldenrod that we used, which I know I used goldenrod because I wrote down the number, and just blend out those edges a bit more too. Where is our goldenrod? There you are. So we'll just blend that a bit more, and then we'll just have a bit more contrast on our Hydra belly. It is. That's all I want to create. It's just that fun little hangout space. I am hoping to so the goal is to stream twice a week. Again, at the moment, the one day I can guarantee is Tuesday, so I thought I would start with the Tuesdays that I could guarantee, and we are managing that. So I would like to get a second stream day, or possibly a stream night into my schedule. It's just the spoons. Like, as I've said, usually by the time I get to the end of the day, I'm really tapped out. Like, I still colour at night. Colouring at night is what I do most nights. But having those spoons to talk and be here, because it is like I'm live. I'm not putting on a persona. I'm still being me, but there is sort of a little bit of energy I need to bring. I'm aware because I need to be here. It is a performance in a way. Like, it's not a draining performance because I'm not putting on a persona or being a different person. I'm being me, but there is an awareness that, you know, I need to communicate. I need to be here. I need to stimulate conversation, and some of that stuff can be quite draining for me as someone who is naturally an introvert. And again, if I wasn't in my safe space of being in my apartment and in my own comfortable space and knowing that I can bring up topics that I want to talk about here, it would be a lot more draining. But yeah, there are times where I'm like, when it gets to, you know, 7 or 8 p.m. at night, and it's like, I do have a free night. I could technically stream. I don't have the capability to just hang with people, but it's also a chill stream, so if all we're doing is just playing music and colouring, like, that's okay too. Yeah, maybe it's taking away that expectation of the conversation element and stuff. I would like to do a nighttime stream, just because there are a number of Kiwis who do want to come to stream, but they work during the day, so they can't always see me during stream time. So if I did night streams, they would see me a bit more. Yeah, and I definitely, like, the 10 a.m. starting time works so well for me on a Tuesday. The only other days that I could contemplate doing it is Monday, but I like to have Monday as a free plan day to recover from the weekend, because weekends are quite intense for me. So Monday is my recovery day quite often. So Tuesday is easy. Wednesday is D&D. I have 2 campaigns that operate on different fortnights, and they're both run on Wednesdays during the day. And then Wednesday night, every second Wednesday night is Fate of Ison that I mod for. So this Wednesday I have mod duties for a live stream, for example. And then Thursday, every second Thursday, so this Thursday this week as well, is also another D&D game that I play in. So I could do like alternative Thursdays, possibly, but it's that same thing. By the time I get to the end of the day and then work, and then after work, I'm just like, done. Like, I would have to probably stop after work, have dinner, have some downtime, and then start up stream at maybe 8 p.m, which, I mean, I could do. It's not like I have to get up at early hours of the morning. That's the other thing as well, is that I can go late if I can gather the spoons at night. But that would have to be like every second Thursday, and I want to try and do a consistent day. And so then, like, Thursday day is quite often my grocery and errands with mum day, because it is the day after my fortnightly pay, so it's quite often the day we do groceries and errands. But again, that's every second Thursday. But I do like to have that day free. It's also when I do a lot of my doctor's appointments and hospital visits, and it's just an errands day, so that's Thursdays. And then, so that does leave Friday mornings, and Friday mornings is a valid option. But again, it is a morning stream, but Friday mornings could work. And that's kind of the day I'm contemplating, or Friday evening, which I do know Like, there's a lot of people who have other stuff on a Friday, but Friday evening could be a go. The only thing is, Saturday morning, I'm often helping Mum with market stuff. So I couldn't go late with that, but Friday is a valid option, and it is going to be the most likely option in terms of a stream. And then, yeah, we have the weekend, so Saturdays, Mum with market stuff, and then Sundays is also Mum with market stuff. I have a 5 a.m. Sunday game. I have a 7 p.m. Sunday D&D game. I have alternating library volunteer programs. Yeah, Sundays are just no-goes for me, which is why in January I could do those special Sunday streams, because my library program wasn't on. I didn't have markets. It was like I had a month of Sundays, and that never happens. So it's like, I can take advantage of this. So yeah. Also, Ryder. Hello. You've come right on an ad break. Good timing. We are just about to head into our ad break because we have hit the 3-hour mark, which is perfect timing because my hands are starting to hurt, so it must be time to stretch them. But how are you, hun? It's good to see you. No, that's all good. We're pop in, pop out, chill stream, lurk, do whatever you need to do. It's quite alright. Also, ice cream? I would be so down for ice cream. Always used to ice cream. But yes, we are about to head into that ad break. Again, I do appreciate you all lurking during the ad breaks. I earn a little bit of money. It takes away those pre-rolls. It's also our reminder to stretch and hydrate. Go and get your coffees, your food, your water, your hydrates. Do all you need to do. And I will see you all in 3 minutes. She said ice cream. I'm like, done. Heck yeah. That is taking a while to start today, which is fun. There we go. Now the ads have started. Congratulations to all you who get the secret behind the scenes, getting to watch as I eat. I did joke about how it might be a stream where Amy doesn't snack. Amy's snacking. I will make proper lunch after stream, but these are right here. I opened them yesterday on the charity stream. I had a couple. One of my many snacks I had for charity stream. It's possible, Ryder, because you just jumped in, that it gave you an ad exception. It's like, you've just gotten here, you don't need an ad straight away. So, though sometimes people get ads as soon as they arrive in. And sometimes it's to do with the ads that are available. Like, as a Kiwi, sometimes we don't get many ads, just because there's not a lot of ads that are targeting towards specifically a Kiwi demographic. They either have to be global ads or Kiwi ads. So it just depends what ads are currently on the availability to be used for the ad breaks. I know for me personally at the moment I'm getting a lot of the D&D movie for my ads. We have just over a minute to go. Yeah. It's a very appropriate ad. They're definitely targeting the right audience. I don't normally go to the movies, but I am contemplating going to the movies for the D&D movie. Balsamic vinegar and sea salt chips just slap so good. They're just so good. So how I kind of explain D&D to people who maybe aren't familiar with D&D or tabletop roleplay games is I say D&D is a collaborative storytelling game where we use dice to help us tell a story together. It's a very pared down, very basic way of explaining it. But it kind of covers the basics of D&D. But it is, same with a lot of tabletops, it is a storytelling game. It is a group of people working together to tell a story where the dice help determine the outcome. Alright. That's a bit better. Let's carry on with adding some shading to this dragon. Hydra. I keep saying dragon. It's a Hydra. Let's get a little bit more done on this Hydra's belly. And see what we can do and get finished off. Yeah, I was very similar with my situation. I have explained a lot of it to my mum now about it. It's not something she's interested in playing, but she understands what it means to me in terms of a game and how much I enjoy it. So, again, it's not her cup of tea, but also, that's okay. You know, not everything has to be everyone's cup of tea. Wow, there's a lot of sirens going on out there today. I hope everything's okay. As long as you're not summoning thing, hide, summon, circle, spell. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. There is a animal set that I was thinking of purchasing. It's like it uses D&D mechanics, but you play as cats and dogs. Oh, if I can remember the name of it, I'll send you the link. But it's this, like, Animal Adventures, I think it's called, or something. Like, you literally play as animals. And, like, you go and face the Rat King of the sewer pipes, and, like, there's a few different adventures and stuff like that. Like, I would not be surprised if there are modules out there. There's a module almost for everything in D&D. And if not, you can kind of adapt and figure out how to create said module as well. So, and if it's not D&D, there are plenty of other tabletop roleplay games that it will also work in. You got coffee now. Excellent. Coffee is good. I also has coffee. I've almost finished my one. I had some salt and vinegar chips to tide me over, so we did end up snacking on stream, but that's okay. Yeah, we're just carrying on with this belly. Adding in that little bit more contrast. Yes, if you are able to donate blood, you should donate blood because it is a very good reason to do so. I am not allowed to donate blood anymore because of my stomach surgery and also my autoimmune condition. But if you can, you should donate blood because it is always needed, always appreciative. And also you get cookies and candy and, you know, it's really easy. You just lay in a chair for 10 minutes and then you eat a cookie and drink some juice and then you're like, sweet, good to go. I started going because I had a friend who was O negative, which is the universal donor, so their blood was very, very important to give. I am O positive, so I can go to anyone who has a positive subtype blood, but they have to have the positive type. O negative is there are no antibodies in it, so they do not need to know your blood type. You can have O negative blood. So it is really needed in like emergency rooms and situations like that where they don't have time to work out your blood group. They just need to get blood into you, which is why O negative is so important. Yeah. It's a pain fud, but also, yeah. Although apparently they are relaxing a few of the rules surrounding that, because it's been enough time or something. I feel like I read that recently on the New Zealand Blood website. Red Cross are secretly vampires. Phlebotomists are what people think of as vampires. They're just doing their job. Just wait over there to make sure one... Heck yeah. You're A positive? There you go. You're a positive person, Samsara. So, technically, if you are A positive, you can take my O positive blood. I think I have to have O. I'm pretty sure as a O blood type you have to have O, because like O negative can only take O negative. I think as an O positive I can take O negative and O positive, but I have to take O. I can't have the A or B antibodies, because if you're AB positive you can take all blood types. You're a universal recipient, so you can take A's, B's, O's, positives and negatives. This is going back to my lab training. But yeah, as a O, because O negative is universal donor, but O negative can only take O negative blood. As O positive, I can take O negative and O positive. Yeah, I can have your plasma, but not the blood cells, because plasma is different to the actual blood cells. And that's why in pregnancy, when we have people who are pregnant with O negative blood, sometimes they can actually be poisoned by the fetus if the partner that helped create the fetus has a different blood type and the fetus has a different blood type. Like their blood can be poisoning the parent. So It's got a specialised name, but we do a test for it every once in a while, and we have to check specialised rhesus antibodies of the blood. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because I know the test for the it's like the 70s and 80s and early 90s is like the time period. It's such a big long period. I did actually watch a documentary on the mad cow disease recently. It's quite interesting, and a lot of the stuff that went into it and the sort of cover up and all that. It's really, really interesting. There's a lot more to it than I realised. Brain holes. Oh, that shine reflect. Working on the crease is always so difficult, and the worst part is the knowledge that because I am going to have to rebind this book, it is falling apart, is that when I go to rebind it, there'll probably be like an edge that I have not worked at all, that I'll have to try and fill in before I rebind it or figure something out for. So yeah. And that's why I'm like, do I just wait till the end and rebind it all together, and it just is what it is? Do I try and split it apart now and bind it? But it also depends on how I bind it, because if I get like a spiral bound, suddenly we've got all these little spirals to try and work for on the edge. So I could pull it apart now and then have the loose sheets to work on as well. But then I also risk it dropping and falling apart and the order being disrupted and Right, so I don't think down here actually needs too much. This is already pretty dark. I'll just darken up some areas, but I think down here is pretty good. So we've just got the tail left to go to add a little bit more depth to it. Frickin' shine reflect. One of the side effects of using Prismas is they do, because they are a wax pencil, they do get very shiny in the lights sometimes, so it does make certain things very difficult. Actually just going to quickly colour in the claws with these two colours while we're here too. These will mostly be covered up by the water spray, so just a quick colour. There we go. Now we have just a bit more contrast on that belly, so it just seems to have that little bit more depth to fit in with the depth created in the rest of the picture. Alright, so I think next we are going to colour in these tongues slash sails, because we've already got our Espresso out, which is like a brown. We also have our 90% French grey out, and then what we want to do is start finding some reds. So I think we want to use black raspberry. We want to go with this really sort of deep browny reds. I don't want like a poppy red, for example. So let's pull out black raspberry. And then we could do like Espresso to black raspberry, and then I think some Tuscan red would be quite good. I'm guessing your Crimson Lake. You're meant to be way up there. Where's our Tuscan red? There you are. You're a much smaller pencil than I realised. So that's our Tuscan red. So that'll be our main red, and then maybe we'll pull out some of the, not Crimson red, just for some bright edge areas. Not a lot, but just a little bit of red. Yeah, I like that combo. That works quite well. So we have 1099 again. 1095. Turn, please. 937. 924. Hydra be like, lick, 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 lick. Imagine coming home and then a Hydra comes up to you wagging its butt and trying to give you welcome home kisses. Oh my gosh. And with so many heads, so many kisses. Oh, the Hydra kisses. So we're going to do the exact same thing we have done every other time. Start by putting in our darks. IRD shuts at 1 PM now. Damn. That's annoying. Is it just on certain days, or they just shut at 1 PM now? Damn. Alright, so that's all our tongues. We also have these sails that we also will do in the same tones, which just helps because then we don't have to introduce another colour. And then we also have this random card that I try to keep pretty dark and just hide because I don't want it in here. You probably could have actually just coloured over that in dark blue. You probably might not have even seen it. Probably should have done that. Oh well, too late now. (9 AM to 1 PM). Okay. I did not know that. That sucks. It's so... I guess so much now is done online. They just want you to use online services, but it's really annoying. And also really annoying if for some reason or another you cannot get online or the online services will not talk to you. Alright, going in with our Tuscan red. Space Kiwi, hello, how are you? Thank you for the follow. It's lovely to see you again. Welcome back to the stream. It is a much more chiller stream here today. It's just our regular sort of colouring hangs where we just keep working on colouring pages. So we've got a bit more work done on the Hydra today. I have to do my e-paces, which is just digital homework. Oh good. We will be it's not a 12-hour stream today. It's a much shorter stream, so we will be ending within the next half hour or so, but you are welcome to chill and hang and do your homework and just vibe, and I wish you all the best of luck. And this particular Hydra tongue is slobby, so gross. Alright, colour in the rest of this little hidden tarot card that hopefully isn't too intense. I might chuck something else on there to help wind that down or hide it a bit more or something. I don't know. We might even do some sea splash up there. We'll figure out something, but that's later on's issue. Oh, not homework, schoolwork. Sorry, my apologies. You did say schoolwork. I just misread that as homework. My apologies. Oh goodness, we're not even like on one of the charity streams and my brain's still I think it's just getting to that time where I do need to, you know, have some lunch, have some proper food. But I want to finish off this red. I am going to do the eyes where we've got that goldenrod out, and maybe we'll pull out the bright yellow for the dragon. Hydra eyes. And then we'll see how we go. Right, this is the last of the red. So there's our little red elements. So yeah, trying to keep the red like a more dark red. Go with that sort of dark and stormy vibes. And then if we pull out our bright canary yellow. I'm taking my dog to the vet tomorrow. I hope she's okay too. I'm sure she will be. You look after her so well. And she's such a happy doggo in all the pictures you post. So what I want is that Espresso, which I want to sharpen again. So I get a nice sharp point, and then we just start adding in some really dark areas, because the way to make eyes to really pop is to have contrast. So the other thing I want, hopefully there's some juice left in the tank of this one. I do have another one, but that contrast between the dark of the eye and the white highlight really just makes eyes pop, I find. I love putting in shinies for the eyes. It just, so much of the eyes come alive when you've got that little eye highlight. Such a little detail, but it really brings a creature to life. Let's not drop the pencils, Amy. It's not good for the pencils. And pressing too hard and cracking the sharp tip that I created with this one. I have overshaded this eye. Luckily we can add the white back in. couple more. Sorry, I do know people are chatting. I do see it. I just really am trying to concentrate on some very tiny pedantic colouring right now. The pupils of eyes always takes a little bit of concentration. Especially when they're such tiny eyes. One more. There we go. I can see. Need to intensify that white. Intensify that. Just build up some of the tones. But there's our eyes all done. You probably can't see it at all on stream. You just have to trust me. Trust the process. It's such a little detail, but just having those eyes pop with that little bit of light reflect, particularly when we start really shading around the eyes and adding in that contrast to the eyes, will also make a difference as well. Right. You see it? I'm glad, Space Kiwi. I'm glad. Oh. So, the only thing left to do now is the Hydra body, which I don't think we'll get started today. I will pick out the colours. I will work out the colours and write that down. So we can at least figure out what we're doing there. So I know for a start, just so we kind of tie in everything together, we'll pull out our Espresso that we've been using so far, and I might even bring a little bit of black into it possibly. And some of the real like inside of the mouths, the real dark bits, we're going to need some black. Let's move the mouse out of the way. And then we need to start bringing in some green. So at the moment we have the Espresso that we've used in multiple areas, which will be very deep shadow colour. So we need something to transition into and then into light green. So straight away I'm seeing that dark green. I think that's what we need. We need dark green for our dark to green transition colour. And then we need to get even lighter again. We're doing quite a significant switch. We've got dark green. I don't think we want anything on there. They're too blue greens. We need definitely these sort of greens. The dark is not dark. And we want to end up at here. So we really need something in between there. The olive green is too brown. We were stepping away from browns. I guess it might be Kelly green. We'll try it. And then we want apple and spring green. And then from spring green, we bring back in that canary yellow that we used on the dragon belly. The Hydra. Why do I keep saying dragon? So, if that is our dark green, and that's our apple green, was that the next one, or was it spring green? No, apple was before spring. So, does Kelly work as a medium? Actually, it's not bad. I do like that. It's a little cooler than I like, but I think it'll work. Yeah, that'll work. And then we have from green, from spring, from apple to spring, and then from spring to canary yellow, which this is really just going to be an absolute extreme highlight. There's not going to be a lot of that, but it's just going to really tie together in our dragon belly. And then we have our real extreme darks here, which that black is really just for certain areas. We won't be using a lot of black. Yeah, there is our Hydra transition. That's what we'll be working with our Hydra. I think one of the weird side of it. Yeah, I mean, I didn't start with anime. I am realism, portraiture, and I still love eyes. Eyes and hair are my two favourite parts of portraiture work, because the eyes just bring so much of a piece to life. I've been doing life drawing, running out of time for the lower body because I did too much on the face. Yeah, the face is where it's interesting. I still want to make a Hydra character and name it Jester. It would only tell bitch. Oh, that could be good. That could be good, writer. Yeah, let us, while we're still here, we will write down these colour pencils so we know what we're doing. And then I think we will call it a day for the stream. We are coming up to that 4-hour mark where I said I did want to sort of wrap up stream. I can feel the hand is beginning to get a little like, hey, we've done a lot. So we are going to listen to the hand and take some time out and relax. I did say it would be ending around 2, so we're about 20 minutes away from 2 p.m. here. So it might be a little early, but again, we're also listening to the hand. The hand's done a lot. But we'll start by writing down, I think the black's been worn off, but I'm pretty sure you're 935, because I've written that number down so many times. 1099, 908. 1096, 912, 913, and then 916. And this is the Hydra body. And that was tongue plus sails. And since we have a couple of minutes, let's put the rest of these pencils away because it's good to clean up. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. 10, 20, 30, 50, 70, 90. The sepia we did not use, and the espresso is still out. And then we go back to here and we put away the black raspberry. And our 2 reds, and then we flip over here and put away our goldenrod. Oh, but yes, there we go. So, thank you for joining me for the continuation of this piece. We've now just got the body to go, the white sea foam, and then some highlights, some fun details, glitter the birds. And yeah, I hope you've been enjoying this piece. Let's see if there's anybody on Twitch. Let's see if we can do a raid for once, you know? Let's follow through the raid love. Let's see if there's actually anyone on that I know. I know that what's their face? Drawfee. I know that Drawfee are live, but I don't think we need to raid them. I'm pretty sure they have enough of a stable audience that they do not require our raid. You know what? There is somebody on that we're going to go raid. We're going to go and raid Squibble. Squibble is a fellow Kiwi artist, and they actually raided us last night too. So we're going to go and pay back the love to their raid. I've been meaning to pop back over to them anyway, so we're going to go do that. So I hope you'll stick around with me as we do this raid. It is much appreciated. Looks like they are up to a bunch of painting today, which seems really quite cool. So yes, let's start this raid. And yes, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been lovely to just spend time with you all again. We will be streaming again next Tuesday, 10 AM New Zealand time. In the meantime, if you need to, I have a YouTube channel. You can watch more of me there for some reason if you want more of me. I don't know why, but yeah, feel free to follow my socials, and I will see you all on the other side. Bye.